day, mates. Cranky Croc here. Or here. Or is it here? I can sneak up on you. Cranky Croc, I want to know, which would you rather eat? This coin or this coin? Why? We're not supposed to be eating coins at all, Mrs. Frazier. That's true. Now, you haven't properly introduced yourself. Well, that's right. I'm the cousin of Greater Gator. I live down under in Australia, and I've been hearing your students have been doing bonza work, so I decided to come and put my eye on it. I'm hoping when they get back to school, I can take a bite. Do you think they taste like chicken? Oh, stop that, Cranky Croc. You have to be good. All righty. Okay, I won't make you eat one, but if you were, which would you rather have, a quarter or a nickel? The one with George Washington or the one with Thomas Jefferson? Well, they both look like fine fellers, but they're not Australian. Well, that's true, of course not, and your money in Australia would not look like our money because it's not the United States, and every country has different money. But what I'm asking is, which is greater? Well, I'm not my cousin. How am I supposed to know which is greater? Well, it sounds more like you're from North Carolina than Australia right now. Hello, mates. All right, let's go ahead and talk about money today. Enough of you, Cranky Croc. Bye, folks. All right, he can't get his accent straight. I think it's really Greater Gator just pretending he's from Australia. Now, Australia is an interesting country because it's a lot like the United States of America. They have cowboys there. They just don't call them cowboys. So we're going to be learning about that. And they also have native people who got there before the Europeans got there. And they are called Aborigines. So they came up, the Aborigines had some really smart weapons. They invented the boomerang and, oh my goodness, I shouldn't be hitting myself with the boomerang. Now, let's talk about money today. Okay, so you open your piggy bank, you've been saving all these coins. Hopefully you have coins at home that you're working with. And they're in your hand and they're just all mixed up. Or maybe you laid them out on a table and they're all mixed up. So today we're going to be mixing our quarters with all the other coins we've learned already. And let me take this off. There we go. Freedom. All right, so we first have to organize them, right? And so we're going to organize. We're going to put all of our quarters first because they're the most valuable. And then we're going to put our dime because it's next valuable, and then our nickel, and then our pennies. So there we go. And now, do you remember how to count quarters by 25s? Let's try it together. 25, 50, 75, stop. Now we're going to count by 10s from 75. Uh-oh, is that tricky? Not really, because if we're counting by 10s, only the tens place is going to change. So instead of a 7, it'll be an 8. So instead of 75, now we're on 85. And then we count by 5s. What comes after 85 by 5s? That's right, 90. And now we're going to stop counting by 5s and we're going to count by 1s. 91, 92. Wow, we are really getting grown up with money, aren't we? So now, let's try a different one. Okay, let's just mix them all up. And this time I'm going to throw another dime in there. Oh, let's throw some more pennies. And let's just have a blast. Okay, now, when you see them that way, sometimes you're going to see them that way on your paper. What do? You can't cut them out and rearrange them. In that case, you're going to take your pencil and you're going to mark them as you count them. And that way you won't get mixed up. That's the best way. All right, but since we've got them on the board here, let's rearrange them. So what are we going to do? We're going to put, oh, you know what? I don't have one of those quarters that looks different up here. Oh, there we go. Okay, let me substitute that one for one that looks different. Here we go. There, that's a quarter too. So we've got, we don't have George Washington. Oh, let's see. Yeah, let me substitute that one. We want to remember it's George Washington. And notice he's got his shirt in the wash, so he does not have a collar. So that's definitely George Washington, and this is Thomas Jefferson. So we're going to put our quarters first, and then what goes next? Our dimes, and then Thomas Jefferson, and then our pennies. Okay, so let's count them. Ready? 25, 50. Stop. Count by tens. 60, 70. Stop. Count by fives. 75. Stop. Count by ones. 76, 77, 78, 79. Now, you'll get better at this with practice. Let's do number 1 on the back side of your paper. So your paper is this one with the flag for Australia. And so you're going to write your number and name, and then you're going to flip it over on the back. While you're doing that, I will do one more. I'm going to change my coins up. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Let's do this. Let's do lots and lots. Oh wow, we're going to really have a fun time with this. Let's see. I'm going to put in some more nickels. Yeah, all mixed up. Let's see. Okay, we'll do 3 pennies this time. Okay. Oh, I need more nickels than that. Where did my other nickel go? I thought I had another nickel. Oh my goodness. Okay, are you working on getting your name written? Now some nickels look like this, but my nickel that looks like this is a little bigger than that one, so I don't really like to use it with this set. I like using these because I want y'all to remember. Oh, let's use, that's what we'll do. We'll also use this one that shows Monticello. Oh my goodness, look at how many coins we have up there. All right, so I'm gonna do this up here while don't do number 1 on the other side yet. We're gonna do that together. But let's see, what are we gonna do? Oh yes, we're gonna put our quarters up here first. Ooh, look how many quarters we have. We've got 3 quarters again. Oh, look at this. We've got 2 dimes. Oh my, we've got 4 nickels. Ooh, this is wow, this one's gonna be hard. And then we've got 3 pennies. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and write it as we count this time. Do you remember how to count? I don't know if you're gonna be able to see everything because I might be blocking it. This 25 cents. What comes next? 50 cents. What comes after that? 75 cents. Now we're going to stop counting by 25s. And what are we going to count by? Tens. So what is 10 more than 75? We're going to change this in the tens place to an 8. 85 cents. What is 10 more than 85? We're going to change this to a 9. So we've got 95 cents. And now we're going to stop counting by tens and we're going to count by fives. What if we add 5 more? Ooh, that's going to be a whole $1. And then if we add another nickel, that's going to be $1.05. You seeing that? Oh, we've got 2 more nickels. Oh my goodness, we are running out of space. Here, let me bring them over here. So what? After 5 cents, we're counting by fives. So this will be 10 cents, but we still got $1. So we got $1.10. And then we're going to add 5 cents more. So 5, 10, 15, right? So that's $1.15. And now let's add our pennies. Okay, so now we have to stop counting by fives and count by 1. So what comes after 15? 16, right? So we still got $1. And now it's $1.16. And what comes after 16? 17. So this is $1.17. And what comes after 17? 18. So this is $1.18. All right, they are not going to give you any that hard on your paper today. We were just having fun. Money's fun. All right, number 1, how many cents? Let's count the quarters together by 25s. Ready? 25, so write 25 under it, just real quickly, doesn't have to be perfectly neat. 50 is the second quarter, write 50 cents under it. Now we're stopped counting by 25s, so we're not going to go to 75. We just went 25, 50, and we're stopping. Now we're going to count by tens. So what comes after 50 if we're counting by tens? Right, 60. Would it be easier if I did this up here? I think so. Let me do that. Let me erase all this and I will show you, just in case I am going too fast. Some of you whippersnappers probably are saying I'm going too slow for you, and you never know. So, okay. So we've got 25, 50, and then we said we had a dime. So we're going to stop counting by 25s, and now we're going to count by tens. So after 50 comes 60, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then we've got another dime. So what's that going to be? Yes, 70. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, because here is where we start counting by tens. And then the next thing is a nickel. Thomas Jefferson with his high collar. And so we're going to stop counting by tens, and we're going to add 5 cents to that. So that's going to be 75 cents. And then we're going to just add 1 penny more. So we're going to stop counting by fives, and what comes after 75 by ones? Yeah, 76. So this is going to be 76 cents. Is that what you got? Okay. Number 2, you're going to count the coins, but they're all mixed up. So you're going to place a check mark on each one as you count it. Go ahead and do both of them, and then I'm going to do them on the board, and we'll check our work. Okay, I made the first one look like the one that you have on your paper as closely as I could. And I'm not going to rearrange them. I'm going to just, oh, they put the cent sign for you, didn't they? I'm just going to check them off as we count. So we're going to count the quarters first. Careful, don't count Thomas Jefferson as a quarter. Okay, here we go. So 25, 50. Now where will we go? To the dimes, because it's more valuable than a nickel. So this is 25, 50, 60. Now where will we go? The nickel, because it's more valuable than a penny. 60 plus 5 cents is 65. And now we're just going to count by ones. So it's 66. Is that what you got? 66 cents? All right. Work on them. If you didn't already do the next one, work on that. And I'm going to get it up here. There's my penny that looks just like theirs. All right, so I've got mine set up like theirs. Let's see how you did. Did you count your quarter first? Did you check it off? 25. And then we're going to go to our dimes. 35, right? Because 10 more than 25, see that, is 35. Only the tens place changes. And then, oh, I can't mark this one because it's not laminated. It won't come off. All right, so then another dime is going to add 10 more. So notice just the tens place is going to change. The ones place is going to stay 5, and the tens place is going to change to 4. So this is 45, and then we just count by ones, 46, 47. Did you get 47 cents? Very good. In section 3, if you have trouble filling in missing numbers, really don't just sit and stare at it. Start playing around with the numbers. So I'm looking in section 3 at 5 plus what equals 13. Well, that's the 13 family. We just started learning it. Well, let's see. 5 plus 5 is 10. So see, I just start playing with the number. So I know it's going to be more than 5 because it needs to be 13. And 5 plus 5 is 10. So 5 plus 6 is 11. 5 plus 7 is 12, so bingo. 5 plus 8 is 13. Let's do the next one underneath it. 6, let's see. Let's start with the double. 6 plus 6 is 12. Oh, that's a little too high. Oh, let's come down a little bit. 6 plus 5. Yeah, 6 plus 5 is 11. Okay, how about the next one? Oh, it's another one for 13. Oh, let's not go 9 plus 9 is 18. That's way too high. Let's go 9 plus 1 is 10. Oh, we can go higher. 9 plus 2 is 11. 9 plus 3 is 12. So 9 plus 4 must be 13. There we go. Okay, how about the next one? 2 plus what equals 12? Well, let's play around with it. Let's see. Let's just start with 2 plus 8. Just any number. Just start thinking. 2 plus 8 is 10. So we need to go higher than 8. 2 plus 9 is 11. So 2 plus 10 is 12. So we started with 8, and we said 2 plus 8 is 10. It wasn't high enough. Then we went to 9. 2 plus 9 is 11. And then we went to 10. 2 plus 10 equals 12. There, we got it. Okay, how about the next one? 6 plus 6 is 12, right? If we start with the double, that made that easy. Okay, how about the next one? Well, it's 10 plus what equals 11? Well, 11 is right next to 10 on the number line. So we should know that one right away. It's 10 plus 1, right? Okay, ooh, the next one, 7 plus what equals 13? Okay, 13 family is new to us. Let's try 7 plus 7 is a double. We know 7 plus 7 is 14. Oh, that's too high. So let's go down one. 7 plus 6. Yes, 7 plus 6 is 13. Okay, how about the next one? What plus 9 equals 12? Well, 9 is pretty close to 12. Let's try 1. 1 plus 9, that's 10. A little higher. 2 plus 9 is 11. 3 plus 9, bingo! 3 plus 9 is 12. How about the next one? What plus 10 is 13? Well, 10 isn't too far from 13. If we added 1, we'd have 11. If we added 2, we'd have 12. If we added 3, we'd have 13. There we go. Now, our thinking cap is kind of tricky today. So we're going to work through this together. So give me a minute here and I'll get it set up. Oliver's second grade class visited the Taronga Zoo in Sydney, Australia. Now, you've probably seen Finding Nemo, and Nemo actually swims all the way to Australia, and he ends up in Sydney, and when he comes up for air, he can see, well, no, not for air. Fish don't come up for air. Anyways, he sees the Sydney Opera House, and Sydney, Australia is a really famous city. Now it says, and I'd love to go to the Taronga Zoo because maybe I could see a koala bear. They look so cute and furry. Now I've heard they have big claws, and they're kind of wild, they could scratch you. So, but they look so cute and adorable. They look so soft. And I'd love to see a kangaroo too. Go boing, boing. Oh, Mrs. Frazier getting distracted again. All right, so here we go. We've got Oliver, William, Sophia. Oh, hi, Sophia. It's not Sophia in our class, though. And Ava. Each bought souvenirs. Have you ever gotten a souvenir? Do you know what a souvenir is? It's kind of a strange word. It means if you go on a trip and you buy something to remind you of the good memories you had on the trip. So like the pictures here, if you went to Australia, you might buy a banner that says the name of the zoo to show all your friends when you get home. I went to the Taronga Zoo in Australia. Or maybe you'll buy an alligator toy, a crocodile toy. I think they have crocodiles in Australia. Or maybe a cap to remember your trip. Or maybe a kangaroo stuffed animal. So have you ever gotten a souvenir on any trips that you've been to? Now be thinking about it, because at the end of this quarter, which is, well, now about 8 weeks away, we'll be doing our Around the World show and tell. And I'd like you to try to bring something that you got at some other country. Maybe it's something around your house. Maybe your parents visited London and there's something you want to share with the class. Or maybe it's a trip that you went on and a souvenir that you bought. So be thinking about that. So Oliver, William, Sophia, and Ava each bought souvenirs. Oliver bought 2. And you can tell down here, they wrote the 2 to get you started. Oliver bought 2. So I'm going to go ahead and write Oliver's name, and I'm going to put 2. All right, for Oliver. And then it says Sophia bought, oops, I'm skipping a part, sorry. Oliver bought, you know what? We should always read it first and then go back and circle things. So let's do that. Let's start with Oliver bought 2, so circle TWO. William, oh, we're supposed to read it first and then go back and circle. Mrs. Frazier. All right, Oliver bought 2. William bought 3 more than Oliver. Sophia bought 2 less than William. Ava bought twice as many as Sophia. How many souvenirs did each child buy? Oh my goodness. How in the world am I going to figure this out? All right, let's start with Oliver. Now let's read it again, starting with Oliver, and circle all our number words. Oliver bought 2, circle TWO. William bought 3 more than Oliver, circle 3 more than. Sophia bought 2 less than William, circle 2 less. Ava bought twice as many, circle twice as many as Sophia. And we'll get to the question at the end. Let's take it one step at a time now. So we've got that Oliver bought 2. Now let's try to figure out how many souvenirs he ended up with. It says he bought 3 more than Oliver. And notice they gave you a nice big blank. You know, that's a hint. They want you to put a combination and an answer. And in these types of step by step by step, you're probably going to be using the number here to help you figure it out, because we don't have 2 numbers for William. We only have the number 3. And it says 3 more than Oliver. So 3 more than Oliver. So those are our numbers. So if he bought 3 more than Oliver, he's definitely going to have more than 2. He's going to have 3 more than 2. So we're going to add. So he has 5 because he has 3 more than Oliver. Did that make sense? All right, let's go to Sophia. We miss Sophia. Hope she's having a good week. Let's see how many souvenirs she bought. It says she bought 2 less than William. So we got to pay attention to William. How many did William buy? He bought 5, and she bought 2 less. 2 less. less. That sounds like we're going to subtract, doesn't it? Can we do this? 2 less than 5. No, because if I have 2, how can I take away 5? If I only had 2 apples, how could I eat 5 of them? If I only had 2 pennies, how could I lose 5 of them? Right? So in subtraction, we always have to put the minuend first, which would be the greater of the 2 numbers. So we're going to put 5 minus William bought 5 and she bought 2 less than William. So 5 minus 2 is, that's right, 3. So she bought 3. So far we have Oliver bought 2 and William bought 5 and Sophia bought 3. Now let's talk about Ava. They're giving you a nice long blank again. You're going to need to put a combination. It says she bought twice as many as Sophia. Oh, now they're getting really tricky. What do you think the word twice means? Because they did not give us a number. They said twice as many as Sophia. Well, we can start with Sophia. We know Sophia bought 3. So there we got one number. But what is our other number going to be? Twice as many. You know what? I see TW in the word twice, and TW is also in the word two. Twice actually means 2 times. If I say I batted the ball twice, that means I batted the ball 2 times and I missed. And if I miss again, I'll strike out. Uh-oh. Okay, back to this. Away from the baseball, Mrs. Frazier. So Ava got this number twice. 2 times. She got twice as many as Sophia. So that means she got 3 2 times. So all we have to do is add 3 plus 3. This is also called doubling it. So when you're looking at doing something twice, you're doubling it. You're doubling it. So if I have 7 twice, I have 7 plus 7 is 14. If I have 10 twice, I have 10 plus 10 is 20. If I have 5 twice, I have 5 plus 5 is 10. So what they want you to do is double it. Use your double. So 3 plus 3 is 6. And that's it. Let me check the other side and see if there's anything I need to warn you about. Oh, there's those cute koala bears. And you're going to circle half of them. You remember how to draw tally marks for section 2? So I think you'll do all right. Be careful with your money. And I think you'll do all right on the rest. Have a great arithmetic day.